Am I the a-hole for refusing to fulfill my father's last wish? Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell button to never miss any of our future videos. Background: I am not on good terms with my parents. My sister is highly narcissistic and both my parents enable her. Ever since I was small, I wasn't allowed to do anything better than my sister. If she got 60% in an exam, I am supposed to keep my score below 60%, even if I could score more than 90%. I broke this rule AITA during college entrance exams. I got into the top university in my country. I prepared for 2 years to achieve that. Even though my score was good, my sister cried and threw a tantrum about how embarrassed she would feel if I went to a better college than her. So, I was forced to attend the subpar college she attended. Now that I was finally away from home, I worked and saved up. I also did my best to prepare for campus job interviews. Right before I started attending job interviews, my father called to tell me that I cannot get a job until my sister does. This pissed me off to no extent. I ignored him. I landed an amazing job and moved to another state right after my college ended. I have been low contact since then. They gave a police complaint saying that I was missing. They tried to call my company to tell them to fire me so that I can return home. I am now married and I live with my husband. They have harassed me, my husband and his family before my wedding in an attempt to stop it. I went no contact after that. They even gave a complaint saying that my husband kidnapped me and I had to spend the whole day at the police station proving he was my husband. Last week my father had a heart attack. His conditions is not so good. He is in his deathbed. One of my relatives called me to tell that he wanted to talk to me, see me and make amends before he dies. I refuse to do anything that is related to them. My mother and sister have been contacting me from different numbers. They begged, they have yelled. They have tried all the tricks in the books. I refused to budge and I said I won't talk to any of them again. Obviously my family thinks I am the asshole. My husband's family thinks I am not. So am I the a-hole? Not the a-hole. You went no contact for a reason. It sucks that he is possibly dying and now wants to make amends, but you are not obligated to see him. Honestly, it makes me very suspicious. Either he's doing it so he can apologize. Too little. Too late in my opinion. Or he wants something. I wonder if sister and mother can support themselves without him. OP has a good job. I would not at all be surprised if he apologized and then asked OP to support the family. Not the a-hole. You essentially could not fully live your life and be who you are until you left home. Even then you spent time dealing with the fallout of not talking to them as much and eventually not at all. I am so sorry you went through that. Whether you decide to talk to your father one last time or not is on you. Your life, your choice. Your husband can share his opinion once, but when it comes down to it, you have to do what feels right for you. Prefacing with not the a-hole. But if it ends up affecting his side of the family, then he can give his opinion more than just the once. But either way, I think he and his family will back her whichever decision she makes. They sound like the stable side and took her under their wing. Not the a-hole. Somebody dying doesn't negate the terrible things they did. If he has expressed he wants you there to someone, he could apologize over the phone for his behavior. They haven't told you why he wants you there either. If you want to do something, then I would suggest saying to put him on the phone. If they deny that, you know it's a trap. Honestly, he might not even be dying. Ha, that didn't even cross my mind. If you want to do something, then I would suggest saying to put him on the phone. If they deny that, you know it's a trap. I am definitely going to take up this advice. I would like to say that they are not that sadistic, but they did have my husband arrested. So who knows? Better safe than sorry. They called the police and told them your husband had kidnapped you? I suppose they probably tried to convince them he had raped you and forced you into marriage as well. If my family had done that, I would have gone nuclear as well. Not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. They've been abusing you for your whole life. They have absolutely no right to demand anything from you. You are very much not the a-hole.